What if your greatest invention could bring back the person you lost, but also haunt you forever? Tonight, we're diving deep into Ironheart's powerful first episode, Take Me Home, and what it really means for the future of the MCU. Welcome back to Riview, the place where your favorite heroes get the spotlight they deserve. In this video, we're breaking down every hidden moment, every emotional twist, and every clue you missed in Ironheart Episode 1. From Riri Williams' heartbreaking past to the Hood's dangerous promise, we're unpacking it all. Stick around, because this story isn't just about iron suits and high-tech gadgets. It's about grief, survival, and the cost of genius. If you love the MCU and want more deep dives like this, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an episode here on Riview. Take Me Home opens not with an explosion or a villain, but with memories. Grainy videos, laughter, and a young Riri Williams, played brilliantly by Dominique Thornes, holding on to the last pieces of normal life she has left. Since Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, we've waited to see Riri step out of Shuri's shadow and become her own hero. And this episode wastes no time reminding us, genius has its price. Back in Chicago, Riri hustles, building suits by night, fixing other people's projects by day, just to pay for her next breakthrough. Her friend Natalie, portrayed in memory by Lyric Ross, is the ghost in every frame, a reminder of a life cut short. When Riri tries to ask for another year to keep her grant alive, the cold walls of MIT slam shut. The professors don't care about her hustle, only the rules she broke. In minutes, the girl we saw fly beside Iron Man is expelled, grounded, humiliated. And yet, Riri doesn't beg. She suits up, she fires up her AI, Trevor, and rockets back home to Chicago. But even her tech betrays her, shutting down mid-flight, leaving her falling, alone, back to the same streets she tried so hard to escape. While Riri crashes down to Earth, the city moves on, and trouble brews in the shadows. A fake security crew pulls off a heist. It's messy, brutal, and chaotic. The perfect introduction for Parker, better known as the Hood, played by Anthony Ramos. Parker isn't your usual MCU villain. There's no grand speech, no alien tech, just a man, a crew, and a plan that reeks of desperation and danger. He needs a new tech analyst, and fate delivers Riri, quite literally, from the sky. The streets of Chicago don't feel like a Marvel playground here. They feel raw, real. You can feel the cracked pavement under Riri's boots as she drags her busted suit home. Her mother, Ronnie, portrayed by Anjo White, doesn't see a genius. She sees a daughter slipping away, one secret at a time. And then there's Xavier, played by Matthew Elam, the tether that tries to pull Riri back to Earth. He takes her through alleys painted with memories, murals of the dead, flickering neon over garages that once held dreams. The two share a moment that aches with unspoken loss, a mixtape handed over like an olive branch. But in the background, John, the Hood's right hand, played by Manny Montana, stalks the shadows, waiting for the prodigy to fall right into their plan. When Riri hits the junkyard looking for scraps for her next suit, it feels almost poetic. A genius mind piecing together greatness from rust and ruin. But John interrupts that poetry with cold, hard cash. Buying her parts, buying her time, buying her curiosity. She takes the bait, because under all that iron and attitude, Riri is still just a teenager looking for answers, money, maybe even purpose. She follows John's card to a closed-down pizza joint. It feels wrong the second she steps in, too quiet, too empty. And when the elevator locks her inside, filling with smoke, the tension turns brutal. This isn't a job interview, it's a test. And a threat. Parker, voice smooth and menacing through the intercom, tells Riri she's got 3 minutes to prove she's worth the risk. No armor, no fancy AI, just raw, terrified brilliance. She passes. Of course, she passes. But Parker doesn't just want her skills. He wants her trust. He wants her desperation. He offers money, respect, a seat at the table. It's a deal with the devil in a city that's already taken too much from her. At home, surrounded by wires and the glow of half-finished circuits, Riri listens to Xavier's mixtape. The music carries her backward to the day her world shattered. In that memory, Natalie and her stepfather Gary, played by Leroyce Hopkins, are alive, laughing, proud. In the next breath, they're gone, victims of a drive-by that didn't care about genius or dreams. This is where Ironheart hits hardest. It doesn't just show us a hero, it shows us the survivor. Riri doesn't build armor to fly. She builds it to keep her ghosts from tearing her apart. And then those ghosts come knocking. When she wakes up to Natalie's voice, it's no hallucination. It's her new AI, a digital resurrection built from scraps of memory, late-night code, and all the guilt she never faced. It's brilliant and terrifying. While Riri wrestles with the ethics of bringing the dead back through code, Parker and his crew sharpen their blades for the next heist. In a flickering basement, we see Parker shirtless, his back a map of veins and scars that hints at something darker, something otherworldly. He tells John about the target, Sheila, but never why. His crew, featuring wildcards like Eric Andre, Shea Coulee, Zoe Tarakis, and Shakira Barrera, watch Riri on camera like she's a puzzle to solve or a bomb to defuse. There's something almost cult-like in Parker's pitch: respect, power, a chance to control her destiny. But the price, her soul, piece by piece. And as Riri powers up her suit and stares at her old friend's voice inside the machine, you can feel the question gnawing at her genius. Just because you can do something, should you? Take Me Home doesn't wrap things up in a neat bow. It leaves us with more questions than answers. Will Riri fall deeper into Parker's world? Can she face the ghosts of her past without letting them define her future? And what does her homemade resurrection mean for a universe already toying with timelines, variants, and artificial life? Director Sam Bailey trades the glossy Marvel House style for handheld cameras and real streets, giving Chicago a heartbeat we rarely feel in superhero stories. Sure, the show sometimes stumbles. Over-reliance on the volume, a few green screen moments that break the immersion, but when it's good, Ironheart is raw and intimate in a way the MCU desperately needs right now. It's about the girl inside the suit, the city she can't leave behind, the ghosts she can't outrun. So is Ironheart Episode 1 worth your time? Absolutely. If you're ready for a story that trades blockbuster shine for something a little more human, a little more haunted. What's your take on Ironheart's debut? Do you trust the hood? Would you keep a ghost alive inside your mind if you could? Drop your thoughts below. I'm reading every single one. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives right here on Review. I'm here to help you see the stories inside the suits. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave.